Womp womp.
That's fine. Not the end of the world. But okay, we're at the final boss, and the final boss is just 3 bosses, and then we're done. And here's the final boss. It's Asgore.
Just starts you right there, huh?
The Prime Invader Zoda. Again with the bananas in the ears. Get out of my mind, alien scum! So, Zoda, like, you might know that the sequel to this game is Zoda's Revenge.
I don't, but I do now.
Yeah, that's the sequel to this game. Also, because you start the chapter off here, you have 3 hearts for this entire fight. And it's not exactly an easy fight.
That kind of sucks.
So it doesn't really matter how many times you actually shoot the head in there. Like you shoot it 1 time, and that's all you need to do.
Like, the freakiest thing any boss can do is shoot its eyeballs at you.
I liked how they kind of went from, like, a Darth Vader-y kind of like, we're not really going to show you what his true face looks like, to, just kidding, here's your fucking eyeballs and giant mouth.
I'm gonna get you.
And before we go on, we can see what he actually looks like, what his true form looks like.
Wasn't this an arcade pit challenge?
It could be. But after that fight, we immediately get a pill to give us all of our health back.
His true form is like Hunchback Ridley.
Pretty much. Quick save Rooney. I actually had the realization because you know, I'm using the emulator from Arcade Pit, and I've been save stating for this run. If we ever do Arcade Pit again, I have to get back the save file before before I go and hit it, and all of a sudden we're back here.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
Arcade Pit challenge: complete this LP you started. All right, so here's the second boss. It's a little rough because you, like, it's only ever open for a couple of seconds. Oh, and if you're like me and an idiot, you jump right at it, which is definitely not what I wanted to do. If you fall down that pit, it sends you back to the start of this, like, gauntlet. This is one of the few bosses where, yeah, see, like, literally dipping right into that will send you right to the start. You fall into the pit of all of them. But that's okay, I actually kind of want to get more bullets anyway.
I need to kill fast and bullets too slow.
The supernova is powerful. The problem is it's a really slow thing to hit, even if you're up close to an enemy. The gun does a little less damage, but fires really fast. And that's actually more important than damage.
I just noticed there's been like a perspective change here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like...
It's like we're up on a catwalk now.
Oh, yeah. So we don't want to be, like, standing on that when
when it opens. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see me doing visible damage to it. Oh, good. I got it in one cycle. Basically, every time it closes, it gets back almost all of its health. So now we get to fight little lava spawns, rather. And these have the highest health drop of any monster in game.
So is this the grinding room?
Just to get back some hearts. It actually doesn't really matter to be at full health, because if we run into Zoda directly, it takes off nearly all of our health. I just better safe than sorry, especially after all that we've done. Besides, I like beating up these little things. Yes, that's about good. So I'm saving for a specific reason. You can actually glitch this fight. But this is the final boss. Touching Zoda directly is a one-hit KO. Getting hit by his bullets doesn't do nearly as bad. He fires his spawns every so often.
Oh my god, he's got like a little hole. He's like shooting belly button lint at you.
He has the goofiest little arms, and he shoots his goofy little spawn at you that drop health. Like, in terms of all the bosses, he's actually not that hard. His first form was like really hard because you had no health, and he was a giant head creature that could kill you in one hit. Now he can just kill you.
He insists on fighting on these grids where you actually have the advantage.
Yeah. So I'm gonna switch to the gun just because range and rate of fire. I don't actually have to fight him on the grid. That's kind of a cool thing about this fight.
You mean you could just stand off to the side and shoot him? So you could just completely cheese the final boss.
The thing is, he actually jumps further if you're not on the grid.
Oh, so he'll follow you off the grid then.
Oh yeah, he'll follow you off the grid, alright. And he still hits pretty hard, so to save us from grinding that out again. Like, his power is, I do know the power of jumping. I think I got him in a real cheese pattern. There he goes. So, in some cases, if you, like, get into the room too fast and start attacking him too fast, it would actually go to the credit sequence right now.
Like, it'll get the last magic cube.
Because that's gonna save you from impending death and explosion, which is gonna happen.
You know, I kind of want to bring this up. You know the whole, like, Captain America Nazi thing that they're doing right now?
Oh yeah.
I found out it was because they set it up like, oh, there's these cosmic cubes that can let people alter reality.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you were just really fucking lazy is what you were.
Yeah, they're trying to pull the alternate reality shit, but...
It's like, oh, it's okay, everybody. Captain America's not really a Nazi. He's just, you know, cosmic space cubes.
Yeah. Oh, but as we all remember, Mike can't swim. Mike Jones, star pitcher of Seattle, can't swim. But it's okay. Because we got a dolphin.
Whoa, dolphins!
Thanks for abandoning your kid to save me. I do like that they played the death animation when you drown, though. Just, just to make you think. So, we're back at Sea Island, and everyone's excited to talk to us, and, I don't know where that boar went. I think they might have eaten him. Mike, can you show me how to use the yo-yo sometime? Hey, kid, it's Star. It's Star. We don't need big yo-yo knocking down our door.
What? Oh my gosh. I hear you cream soda.
Yeah.
Cream soda.
And we came from Spacey Cola. Oh my god. Do you think that was intentional?
No, it's gotta be a big coincidence.
Okay, I hope.
This game, it has a thing with soda.
Do you think that's all they think like Americans think about? Like what about your next partner in the game, root beer? Yeah, what do you gotta say? What do you gotta say, Beard Boy? You still hanging out behind the hut? Cool. Again, another mention of the fucking banana. Like, I think they just were like banana cream pies and bananas in your ears. What?
Bananas are funny, like kumquats.
Kumquats are funny. Let's celebrate with some cola. So you get a heart refill, the game's over. But, if you want your hearts refilled anyway. So now, time for the conclusion of the story.
Nice job, guys. Let's go out for a Coca-Cola.
Or an RC Cola. Dig up his bones and grind them and use that to make the powder. So they programmed in a success indication program into this navcom. How the fuck did, like, our uncle get kidnapped if he had fucking navcom helping him out?
He doesn't seem very competent.
He was able to pinpoint us to the exact location where to find an alien spaceship. So here's the part where I kind of you know what? I think... Nah, it would mess up the stream. I kind of regret only putting this out in 30 FPS, because it actually does something pretty cool with the color matchup. And if you're... It's gonna look on a 30 FPS screen like the cubes are completely disappeared. So we found a bunch of links. The missing links. I loved HeroCon. It's my favorite con.
Oh wow, they even got the CDI link in there.
Yeah.
Great.
I like the one in, like, that. I like the one all the way to the right who is clearly Chinese. I like the one in back who just looks upset.
And then you've got, like, the Fonzie link on the far left.
Yeah, like, I can't wait to bump some to dump. And then you got stupid CVI link immediately to her right.
Yeah. And you've got little kid Dora link.
Oh, our planet doesn't exist anymore, but we're not gonna cry.
Hey, we were placed in these time cubes and we were like, sit on it.
We've been shoved in these fucking cubes for 20 years, kid. Party down.
They're doing relatively well for being in prison for all that time.
Yeah. Mike, you saved
Like,
more
if
than...
I were in a time cube and I was in there for 20 years and I finally got out, I'd probably be nuts.
Dr. J, we're meeting, like, a new race of people for the first time. Stop grabbing your titty.
No, this is where I'd like to have a titty.
This is where I got
Like
my
it to be
beacon.
right here.
If I didn't grab this, you would have never been able to locate me. Many kids live on the island. I know the chief will welcome you here. Ho ho ho! It's a small island, kids. It's a sea island for us, but for you, it's a sea island. Got it? You'll be happy here, living under the Southern Cross. Is that like religion? Get out! And yeah, another goddamn reference to the banana cream pie. Time for fishing, let's go, yeah! So yeah, if you've beaten the game and you just go to restart it, it will actually leave you right before you pick up that last cube. So when I rented this game and had no idea about the 747, I just went to the other file and was like, okay, can I, like, maybe this will give me a hint or something? And sure enough, yeah,
it was just the ending.
Well, no, it actually gives you a hint. It spoiled the rest of the game for me, but it gave me a hint. So yeah, it's a game about island adventure and fun, and then you're fighting aliens for the second half of it.
They keep zooming out, and it turns out to be a minion face.
So they go through the credits roll, which not a lot of people worked on this, surprisingly. You know, for a Nintendo R&D3 game, like.
Right.
And a thanks to Howard Phillips. Thank you, Howard.
Thank you, Howard.
Oh, there actually is a, if you mention at one point, like, some guy says, like, do you want to go fishing? If you say no, he'll say, what are you, Nestor or something? So we get these little, like, art cards of moments from our grand adventure. Where we went to go see the dick, you know, the great dick in the sky. Fought the now way angrier looking octopus. Through a dolphin who looks really uncomfortable. Defiled the gravestone. Spooked the spooker. Yeah, let's ignore that part. Wore our nice Converse. Got really doofy for a second.
What the fuck? What is that like us telling the girl that she's not as pretty?
No, that was us as a girl.
Oh, right, yeah, yeah.
So here they have a little... This is where they show you 747, which is how I knew where the fuck to go. Us feeding that goddamn fuckboy parrot. Running the shit away. I like how angry he looks here. Learning about US stealing other people's music.
Yeah.
I like this one because the submarine kind of looks like it has like a little face in front. Fighting the guy who barf snakes at us. While we're doing a festive jig.
Wow, so it's everything. Huh.
Yeah, fighting a Zaku from Gundam. And looking at this guy belching up a little lava spawn. And then finally blowing the living fuck out of that ship. And yet again, because they mentioned so many times for some goddamn reason, There's no other way to end the game than by shoving 2 bananas in her ears. Because what?
I don't get that.
I don't either. Someone on the staff fucking loved the bananas were the funniest fucking thing in the world. And was like, we're putting 7 banana references in this game or else I fucking quit.
That's how you get diseases, guys. Don't put bananas in your ears.
So yeah, that's Startropics. And one cool thing about it, which I will show here, is if you reset the game after beating it, one cool thing that I kind of like that they have here is they'll show, like, you know, Mike, Chapter 8. If you go to what's called Review Mode, you can actually pick any chapter in the game and just, like, basically do chapter select, which, for an action RPG, like, an action game like this, I think that's a pretty cool thing to have.
Yeah. Okay. What about elimination mode?
Oh, that's erasing your save file.
Oh. Wow, that's not good.
No, it's
that
something...
sounds like it's gonna be something else.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Startropics 1. I think we'll get to the sequel at some point, but I really wanted to play... Like, this is one of those games that's, like, near and dear to me. It's one of the last ones I bought for NES, and I just remember, like, just seeing the packaging for it and being like, oh, this game looks kind of Zelda-like. I'll play this. And while not being a huge fan initially of Zelda 2, this kind of felt like the Zelda title, the Zelda sequel that I really wanted, until I played Link to the Past.
Right.
So yeah.
No, this was kind of...
Yeah. So what do you think now that you've seen the whole thing?
There's definitely some parts that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the, like, the maze stuff, I don't really like that. Some of the secrets, like, I like the secrets that there's at least some indication of where you're supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like there's a couple there that you're given no indication whatsoever.
There is a little bit of inconsistency where it's like, hey, sometimes we'll show a marker on the wall saying, hey, you can go here, and then other times it'll be like, no, can't. No indication, just take a blind faith. It doesn't do it too much, but you know what? It's not a particularly long game either. Like, I think we cleared it in about 2.5 hours. I think it would be great to see another iteration of this at some point. I definitely think Mike would have been a great character for Smash. I mean, he is very much like Ness, but that's what I was hoping, at least when like the Smash.
I would have gone with Moai Head puking snakes.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's a pretty good character.
The Konami crossover.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for sticking with it. And I guess it's about 11:40. I think we're gonna call for tonight.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks a lot for coming out, everybody. As always, I'm Bearpigman.
Do me so far, do me.
Yeah, do me so far, do me. All right, see you later, everybody.
See ya.